So is the twin flame collective actually progressing its way towards twin flame union collectively? Absolutely yes. But eventually every twin flame is supposed to be in union. And again, the explanation goes to the timeline. Do twin flames eventually come in union? Yes, 500%. Will that happen ever on this planet? Absolutely yes. I feel that this is the most frequently asked questions by most of the people who are contemplating that they are on a twin flame journey or who already know that they are twin flames. That do twin flames eventually come in union? Because when we see around, we see so many people who claim themselves as twin flame or who feel that they are twin flames are in separation. They are going through their journey. Their twin flame is not talking to them. There is some sort of a no contact zone. So it's very natural for anybody who is paving their way forward in their twin flame journey or a spiritual journey to feel confused. That am I really going to be in union with my twin flame eventually? Is it really eventual that it happens? Or what is the scenario? Many people are confused about it. Now, when I started my journey, even I was equally confused about this particular question. But as I started paving my way forward and I started understanding more and more about my spiritual progress or my spiritual journey, I have constantly been receiving a lot of spiritual guidance from my spirit guides. And there is a certain understanding that I have developed when it comes to being in physical union with your twin flame. I'm making this video particularly to discuss about it because I feel it is extremely important to understand this particular aspect of physical union of twin flames. When it comes to understanding physical union, this is the first video in the series. And in this video, I discuss about the timelines, how the timelines come into the play, and the importance of collective energy when it comes to physical twin flame union. In the second video in this series, I'm going to talk about how does it feel to be in union with your twin flame in the union consciousness, the 5-dimensional consciousness. How would it really feel when twin flames start coming into physical union with each other? What sort of vibration it would bring? What sort of a life it would bring? What sort of a feeling it would bring? It would definitely be a very significant video because many times we are just discussing about the separation and what you have to do to come in union. But this video will actually give you this whole idea about the vibration of actual physical twin flame union. And the third video in this series is going to talk about where all the twin flames are currently stuck. What is it that is making them confused when it comes to understanding physical twin flame union? What are their current practical challenges, mental challenges, emotional challenges when it comes to paving their way forward into the physical union? So I hope that this trilogy of the 3 videos on physical twin flame union is going to bring you some more understanding about what physical union is all about. As this is the first video from this series and I'm going to talk about the timelines and the collective energy, do make sure that you keenly watch this video till the end because all the concepts which I am going to explain in this video are important, and unless you really understand what I'm talking, you won't be able to really get this answer that are we eventually going to be in physical union with our twin flames. So all those who have not yet subscribed to my channel and really want to know more about physical twin flame union and how it is going to unfold in the future timelines, please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification icon so that you get notified when I upload my next video. All those who want to consult with me one-to-one in a private session, all the links related to private sessions are given in the video description. So I feel that we can't really look at this whole phenomena of physical union on individual basis. First, you need to understand the collective perspective, how the collective is paving its way forward into the energy of union. It's very important to understand the timelines. And timelines are not just the individual factor, but also along with those timelines, the collective energy. That's also a very important factor, that what is the collective energy of twin flames that we have been carrying. So let's first look at the concept of timelines. Now, when I say timelines, I'm particularly talking about the third dimensional timelines, a linear timeline where we are progressing from 1990s to 2000s to 2010s to 2020s. So I'm specifically talking about the physical timelines, though when it comes to physical union or any spiritual journey, the deeper understanding of what is a timeline and how the timelines actually work in your spiritual journey is also another subject to understand, because as we start growing spiritually and ascending into a higher consciousness, our physical timelines will start collapsing. So you are not anymore functioning in the matrix denser timeline, a 3D timeline. You are collapsing that timeline and you are shifting your consciousness to another timeline. So there are different timelines when it comes to understanding ascension. But in this video, I'm not going to talk about it. So when I'm talking about timelines in this video, understand that I'm talking about the third dimensional timelines. If I give my own example, I met my twin flame in 1990. So from the year 1990 to 2011, I was going through a certain profound experience in my twin flame journey. There was this connection separation. I actually went through all the stages or all the traits of twin flame spiritual journey since I met my twin flame in 1990 till 2011. And why I'm breaking this period from 1990 to 2011, because I was not awakened in this period. I was completely unaware that I'm a twin flame. I'm on some sort of a spiritual journey. I had not known this label at all. So whatever happened in my journey in those 21 years was perfectly guided. I was perfectly guided in those 21 years without even knowing that label. But after 2011, the things shifted. I was awakened in 2011. I started understanding the bigger picture or the deeper aspects of this journey. I came to know that I was on some sort of a spiritual journey, and this person was very significant in my life on my spiritual path as my spiritual partner. That awareness started coming to me after 2011. And if I observe from so many people I have been interacting with for last 5 to 6 years, hearing their stories, there have been so many people who also met their twin flame in 1990s, and they also went through a similar experience like mine without being aware that they were on a spiritual path. And if you ask me, those days there was nothing to look forward to. There was no internet, there was nobody to guide you. Most of those people who have met their twin flames in the 90s or in those 7 to 8 years of a time span had nowhere to turn to. So I would consider this particular collective timeline as a very hard timeline. Hardly anybody was understanding what they are into, and there was no question of union because most of us were confused. We were not knowing what is happening. We were still operating from the matrix consciousness. We were having so many fears, insecurities. We were still operating from the societal belief systems of what is marriage, what is relationship, what is love. If you look at the time span of next chunk of this timeline, that is from 2000 to 2010, even more people started meeting their twin flames. Their understanding, awakening, their ability to process certain things when they were spiritually awakening was much faster than the people who awakened or met their twin flames earlier. I awakened in 2011. So I have myself observed that from 2011 to 2016, those years have been absolutely crucial when it comes to mass awakenings. And so many people started awakening in those 6 years, and so much change happened. If you look at the timeline from 2016 to 2020 or 21, there have been again so many people meeting their twin flame and awakening immediately. I meet so many people these days that they met their twin flame just 1 or 1.5 years back, and right now they are awakened. They are already on their journey. They are kind of already coming in some sort of a harmony with their twin flame. So what I was doing for past 25 years, some people are able to do it in 2.5 years. And why this is happening? The second factor I talked about, that is the twin flame collective energy. You cannot bypass the twin flame collective energy and the power of that energy when you are trying to understand the physical union of twin flames. What is the greatest aspect of the collective energy that is rising its consciousness is that all those people who are newly awakening, who are newly becoming aware of their journey and their spiritual progress and paving their way forward, they are able to tap into already existing twin flame raised consciousness around them. And because of that, their progress is relatively faster. In the past timelines, when people were working so hard in 1990s and in 2000s, the kind of hard work they had to put into, the current group of light workers or twin flames who are awakening in the current timeline do not really have to work that hard the way the people from the earlier timeline had to work hard. Many people, without even knowing what they are doing, were paving their way forward into this raised consciousness of twin flame energy, that we believe in unconditional love. We are slowly shifting out of these denser energies of societal belief systems and purging our toxicity and believing in the divine feeling which we have in our heart, and we are choosing to hold on that feeling, right? So it started moving the consciousness to a higher level of consciousness. So is the twin flame collective actually progressing its way towards twin flame union collectively? Absolutely, yes. Most of the people are paving their way forward in their spiritual journey, but you don't see anybody really being in union with each other, right? Your physical union is not going to happen just one fine day as an event that you just drop yourself at the place of your twin flame and bang, your physical twin flame union happens. No, twin flame union is an energetic process. So there are 4 different non-physical aspects of twin flame union. That is spiritual union, energetic union, emotional union, and mental union. So most of the people are collectively paving their way forward when they start tapping into the union energies. So collective union energies and your ability to progress spiritually, to tap into that collective union energy is the most important thing over here. What is the basic major point with which many people are missing is that you don't have to discard twin flames who are not yet seen visibly in the twin flame union, because you have no idea what sort of collective work and what sort of collective contribution these people who are in the separation are doing. Our separation will trigger our awakening. Our separation will trigger our energy body. It will awaken our kundalini. As we start awakening our kundalini, our purging process will start. So we would start purging our negative belief systems, our toxicity. We would start release our karma. We would start coming into the oneness consciousness, and we would start processing and rising ourselves into the fourth dimension, fifth dimension, right? This whole process is collectively happening, and it doesn't matter if the person who is processing that is in the physical union with their twin flame or not. Ultimately, we as a collective are going through this important process and helping the collective to bring the union energies. And how those union energies are going to come together when we are processing all those negative patterns and negative energies which humanity has been holding so far for so many years. As a collective, we are purging that whole negative, dense energy and frequency from our consciousness. So there is no point in looking at individual twin flame couples and assessing them according to whether they are in a twin flame physical union or not. If you are doing that, that's the most ignorant thing to do. So understand the importance of twin flame collective. Start respecting people who are paving their way forward on their spiritual journeys, who are not in union yet. It's okay, it doesn't matter. I mean, we don't need to make twin flame union as a big thing, as a destination. Yes, it is a destination, but don't discard your path, don't discard your journey. You definitely look into your journey and the milestones in that journey. And probably now you would be able to introspect on this question itself in a very different perspective. That as we all are paving our way forward through different timelines and laying the path of further light workers who are newly awakening, making their paths easier in this current physical timeline, is a process. So everybody who is a twin flame is definitely going to strive for union. But whether all the twin flames will be able to be in union, in physical union with their twin flame, it depends upon 3 to 4 factors. One is that what sort of timeline they chose and what sort of hard work they went through and how hard it was for them to break the barriers and reaching the higher states of consciousness. So there may be a chance that a twin flame came here with a certain soul agenda but could not really be in physical twin flame union. However, the kind of contribution they have done to this collective is enormous, because of somebody else's contribution towards the union consciousness, some other light workers, some other twin flames are going to actually experience the physical twin flame union. I hope you understand what sort of point I'm trying to make here. So it's all about the timelines and how we are collectively working for ourselves and for each other towards paving our way forward to physical union. Secondly, what was your soul's agenda? Because every soul is not going to bring this agenda of being in physical union with their twin flame. Though their core soul mission is certainly related to paving our way forward towards the physical union in the collective energy. Third factor is, of course, the free will, because we all have, as souls, we all have free will. So even after doing your work and paving your way forward, ultimately your and your twin flames free will also becomes a very significant factor in deciding your physical union. Though when I'm talking about all these possibilities, that what is possible and what is not possible, I definitely don't want to knock out the whole approach where everybody wants to come on this journey because everybody wants to believe in the twin flame physical union in this life. And that desire and that belief that you would one day be in physical union with your twin flame is the fuel of this spiritual journey. So it is extremely important that we hold that belief and we work towards that belief. And then there is another explanation to this where I would say that yes, eventually every twin flame is supposed to be in union. And again, the explanation goes to the timeline. The way we are discussing the current timelines till 2023, there is also going to be a future timeline, right? Maybe 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line, I am sure, which I have also been told by my spirit guides, that eventually, as the twin flame collective grows more and more into the union energy, there will be a time when twin flames recognize each other in their teenage itself. So there is no need for them to get into any sort of a karmic fallout, a karmic partnership or marriage or any sort of a give and take kind of a relationship with anybody else. They straightway come across their twin flame. There is this whole encounter, there is a soul recognition, and they instantly come in union. And why this will happen? Because of our work, which we have been doing since so many decades. The whole twin flame collective consciousness will stand at that place one day where most of the karmic baggages have been cleared. So whoever is a twin flame, if they come in contact with each other, they instantly recognize each other. And there is no running chasing because there is no societal suppression. There is no karmic give and take remain in their lives. So they are completely functioning as their own divine selves, and as they see their higher aspect of their polarity soul, they instantly recognize them and they instantly come in union with each other. This also gives a positive answer to this question, that do twin flames eventually come in union? Yes, 500%. But when that will happen in a very natural way, when our consciousness is vibrating at that level of energy or that level of frequency. Will that happen ever on this planet? Absolutely yes. So we need to understand this bigger picture, and probably we need to be proud of ourselves in some way, though it comes from your ego mind when you start feeling proud about yourself, but still you can embrace that human side of you, and you can start feeling a little better that you are a part of this whole collective consciousness of twin flames, who is working so hard to break down the barriers by believing that you can be in union with your twin flame. You can stand by your own self. You can hold that amazing unconditional love that you hold for your twin flame in your heart, which is ultimately going to reflect so well and so profoundly on the collective twin flame union energy, and eventually onto the human consciousness. So I hope this particular explanation explains this particular answer to this question, that do twin flames eventually come in union? So I hope this video helps you to understand certain aspects of what is physical union. So this is all for today, and see you in the next video. Namaste.